Hi everybody, it's me again. Someone had said to me helpful hints. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. First of all, you need to find a good food program. If that is just going to myfitnesspal.com and doing the quiz, making an account, doing the quiz, and figuring out how many calories you're supposed to eat a day, and stay within your calories. They have a great database there and everything else. Most people know I'm a Weight Watchers girl, so of course I'm gonna have to say, Weight Watchers is always one of the best ones out there because it teaches you. It doesn't limit you what you can eat. It teaches you, okay, you can have this, and you have extra points if you're doing this or you're doing that. So that's why I like Weight Watchers. The next one would be Get Moving. You have to physically have physical exercise. Your weight loss will go much faster when you're moving. When I started at 350 pounds, when I started moving, I walked 1 hour a day. It didn't matter how far I was, but it was 1 hour. So it was 1 hour activity I could automatically count on that was there. Everything else I did throughout the day was extra. Um, Being accountable to yourself. First and foremost, you can't lie to yourself. Period. If you're not following the program, if you're not working out, you're not making the right food choices, and nothing's happening on the scale, you cannot lie to yourself saying, oh, I'm doing it right, I'm doing it right. And everybody goes through those times where you eat more or you don't make necessarily a good choice, but it's picking up the pieces and just going from there. It's all it is. Because you can't change what happened in the past, but you can change what happened in the future. Making the lifestyle change. I've heard it 1,000 times. Oh, I went to Weight Watchers. I've done it. I've done it before, and then I stopped going and started gaining it back, and then some. Okay, the whole point of Weight Watchers is to physically get down to a healthy weight, and then you become a lifetime member where you have to go in and weigh every month, and as long as you're 2 pounds under your as long as you're not 2 pounds over your goal, you're free. Otherwise, you pay for the meeting and you go next month, and hopefully you've got it under control, or you pay until you're um under your goal again. Um, my situation is different because I had so much to lose. My doctor had no problem writing me the note at 265, which ended up after things had happened during the journey and ended up being 285. So right now I'm 50 about 55 pounds under goal. So I go in, I have to weigh once a month. I usually go, I try and get there at least 3 times a month. I don't get there every week, but I get there as much as I can, but I don't pay. And it's not an issue of me being stuck. At least I'm making sure I'm accountable for what's on that scale. Regardless what the scale says, I know I'm under my goal. So I do that. But you have to physically you have to be accountable to yourself. Um you can't physically you can't give yourself a cop out either. Oh, it's too hard. Oh, it's too this. Oh, it's too that. You know what? You are in control of your environment. If you know it's a trigger food, don't buy it. Period. Regardless if someone else in the house wants it, they can physically buy a serving and have it out of the house, and they can respect you enough to do that. Yeah, it's hard, but I tell you, the props of what I have now versus what I had, everything that I've given up is definitely worth it compared to where I was at 370 pounds. You need to celebrate the little things. One I haven't physically posted was my 9-year-old gave me a hug and managed to touch her fingers. So she said, but it wasn't all the way, Mom. But she touched her fingers, so she managed to get herself all the way around. And then don't celebrate with food. If you're celebrating something, celebrate with a manicure, a pedicure, go out to the movies, something that does not involve food. Food is not necessarily a celebration, especially when you're physically trying to lose weight. Drinking points. Okay, I think it's pointless. You need to fuel your body with fuel, not with a drink. They even tell you not to have fruit, juice and that kind of stuff because you're better off grabbing an orange or clementine than even a thing of orange juice because you're going to fill up with this versus a juice. You're going to drink it and it'll be gone in a second. That includes lattes, mochas. I don't do them. I very rarely do them. I do have a cup of coffee a day. But, that's just me. And it's not going to hurt me. And you just get used to what you're doing. But no, I mean, I could live without it. And once my pumpkin creamer's gone, I won't have it until, I won't have it until next summer. Healthy oils. You need to have healthy oils, olive oil, flaxseed oil, canola oil, and they have to be in liquid form. They cannot be a pill. You need to have them. It'll help with the hair, along with help with medical numbers and all that kind of stuff. You need to make small goals. You can't physically think of, especially if you're where I was, you couldn't think of this whole thing as a giant. I had to split it up because if I didn't split it up, I would have gone crazy. And I'm 50 pounds under my original goal that I set, and I never thought I'd get here. I've got blogs from Weight Watchers from when I started that physically all I could concentrate on is getting to 265, getting to 265, getting to 265. I'm now 229, so I'm doing it. So you have to make goals. Life is short. You have to physically be able to be there for your family and your friends. If you're taking that little bit of time to exercise for yourself, you're going to be a much happier person and a better mom because you're showing your children that you're taking the time to take care of yourself. Okay, muscle doesn't weigh more than fat. A pound of nails and a pound of feather is exactly a pound. But the condensity of the muscle versus it's the consistency. Muscle is tighter and it's slimmer, and then you get this big old chunk of fat. There's a picture that I posted in a blog on both Twitter and on Facebook. So you know that it's there, that you can see the difference between 5 pounds of fat and 5 pounds of muscle. And the difference is amazing. Compliments. When you're in a journey and you've always been heavy and people start giving you compliments, people start noticing. Okay, you expect the girls to notice because girls are more observant than boys. But when you start getting attention from, I've been married for years, but you still get attention from some of the guys, it can be kind of weird, I guess is what it means. My best example is the tattoo guys. I love my guys. I mean, Will and the boys over there are my guys at Canvas. And, to be able to walk in there and them physically noticing means the world to me because they're guys. They're not as observant as girls. That's just, I don't know, that's just how I see it. 9 healthy guidelines. You're going to be fuller, healthier. I think it's down to 7 now. So you need your fruits and vegetables, your dairy, your grain, protein, and at least 8 glasses of water. Probably should try for more than that. And multivitamin, healthy oils. I think those are it. Okay, now my opinion on 100-calorie packs. Okay, you go to the store, you buy a little box of things, and they're 100-calorie packs. I don't know about anybody else, but I could never eat just one. So I had one of this kind and one of that kind. And that's the kind of stuff I ate to get heavy to begin with. I don't eat it right now. I don't. So don't buy them. I mean, if it's something you really, really, really want, buy one maybe once every month. If it's, a treat you're going to have for a month. But it's not worth it. Find a good granola bar. Buy a box of clementines. Have one of these versus, or a banana. That's about 100 calories too. You're going to get filled up more with the banana than with anything else. It's hard work. But you have to, realize it's a lifestyle change. This is something you have to do forever. You have to watch your calories. You have to physically watch your calories. You have to watch your calories. You have to not lie to yourself. You have to, and exercise. You have to be moving. So, those are my things that I do right now. And I'm probably going to do another blog right after this on how I'm doing my goals in a word processing program, so everybody can see this is how I form everything, and this is what has worked for me. I mean, I'm 140 pounds lighter, so you can do this. It's possible. Talk to you soon. Bye.